Hello everyone, my name is Abhishek Tyagi. I am a cloud solution architect, and today we are going to see uh, the content and demos for new certification which Microsoft is going to launch in mid-July, which is AG700. It's a network certification associate exam for Microsoft Network Associate Engineer. And once you finish this exam successfully, you will be awarded a certificate, uh, associate certificate named as Microsoft Network Associate Engineer. And it focuses on all networking concept of Azure. So let's hello everyone. Now we are going to see how we can, what are the different design configuration you can configure for VPN gateway. There are a number of options. You can do site to site, multi-site, express route, VNet to VNet, point to site, and there is the VNet peering also you can do. Let's go one by one. First we are going to see what is site to site. So in site to site gateway you have two sites. One is, in our case, one is on your on-prem site. One is your virtual cloud. So where in virtual network in Azure cloud. So here you have East US VNet hosted in East US with this CIDR 10.10.0.0 and prefix of 16. In that virtual network, there is virtual network gateway setup and it has one public IP. So this will have one connection or tunnel having two tunnels, one standby tunnel, standby, and one active tunnel or active standby. So only one connection since there is only one public IP and one public IP of your VPN device on-prem. And by default, it will create these two tunnels, active and standby. Initially, all traffic will pass through active tunnel to your, either you are communicating from this site to this site or this site to this site. But if there is suppose some planned failure or unplanned failure, this active tunnel will, and if this active tunnel goes down, then traffic standby tunnel will take over and all traffic will pass through from a standby tunnel, which becomes active in that case. There is one more configuration in site to site, which is active. So active. So you might need, in this case, there are two tunnels, active tunnels between your sites. And here you will need one more public IP address for VPN gateway and two connection to this VPN device. And that way your traffic will at same time will pass through between, some traffic will go through from this active tunnel, some traffic will go through from this active tunnel. So that will give you more better availability and less fault tolerant it will be. So that is how you can configure your active standby or active tunnels between two sites. Let's go. So we have seen site to site VPN gateway where you can connect from your, if you are at office location and you want to connect from your office network to virtual network on Azure, but suppose you are going on a holiday and you are on an international airport and you get a call from your manager help, and she start to say one of our dev environment is down, we need you to fix it immediately. What you will do, you roll your eyes and think, I should really get a raise this year, but you don't have, say that. And instead, you tell her, no worries, let me check into my hotel first so I can download the Azure VPN client to securely remote into Azure VPN gateway and fix it. So that's where P2S connections comes into picture. P2S connection are really great for any remote workers that need to connect into your Azure VNet securely over public internet. And it is just for remote workers, whoever is working from home and not on your office site. So you can configure a P2S point to site connections route base from your, you need to install VPN client in all of those machines, and through that VPN client they can uh, they can connect to Azure network or machines or applications or anything. Alternative to that is nowadays is Azure Bastion also, which you can access in a browser, and you connect to your Azure virtual machine. So that is also one option. And then after spending your holiday and fixing your issue, you come back to uh, your office and you start discussing express route and you start to wonder what it is. So let's discuss express route in our next lecture. Then there is VNet to VNet. In VNet to VNet gateway, you see there are one VNet on East US, one VNet on West US. Okay. In East US, you have virtual network, you have VNet 1, you have the CIDR range and VPN gateway, and this tunnel is there between this network and this network. It's kind of active, it is kind of active standby only. One tunnel using this is, you can treat as your public IP of VPN device on VPN network gateway on East US, and this is for West US. So traffic travels from active device to this, from your virtual network in East US to West US. So it's kind of to site VPN, but between your Azure virtual network gateway on Azure networks, Azure sites or Azure sites, sorry. So in past lecture, we seen virtual private network. So in this one, we will see a new design, how you can design a gateway using express route. In this design, what you can do is you can set up a private connection, or you can extend your on-prem network to Microsoft Cloud using a connectivity provider like AT&T and all those. With ExpressRoute, you can establish connection to Microsoft Cloud services such as Microsoft Azure, Office 365, CRM Online over a private connection for which traffic traverses on Microsoft backbone network. It does not traverse over public internet like in VPN gateway. VPN gateway traffic is encrypted, but it traverses through a unsecure network, which is internet. Though it is encrypted, nobody will be able to see the content or traffic, encrypt the traffic, what you are communicating between your sites like on-prem and Azure. Also, VPN gateway have some speed limit like 10 Gbps. But if you want to further secure your network traffic traversing between your on-prem network and Azure, or you want more speed between your different company locations, then you have option to go with express route. And why you should use express route is when you don't want your traffic going through internet anymore, as well as, and we have been experiencing latency with more member joining the team, and we keep getting internet outages. It's just nightmare, right? Also, if you overheard that CEO and CTOs are talking other day about expanding the office to other side of the country and to a different location altogether in a different region like Europe or somewhere. So for that kind of scenario, express route comes really handy, and it is really traffic traverse over a really fast speed over doesn't traverse over internet, while it traverses over internet on VPN gateway, and it supports some limited connections. So let's go to next lecture. Hello, welcome back. So here we are going to see this design gateway where we can use express route with VPN gateways. So here we have multiple sites on-prem. One is headquarter, one is on-premise local site. And in our Azure infrastructure, we have VNet in East US. We have two gateways in same network. One is of express route type, one is VPN gateway. So remember, we can create only one VPN gateway in one network, or one express route gate type in one network. We cannot create two VPN gateways in same network. So apart from that, here as you can see, express route connectivity is between your HQ and your virtual network on Azure. And here you can see VPN is getting connected through on this public IP with your HQ. So it's a failover connection for you. Suppose there is circuit failure on your express route, then your traffic, this tunnel, your traffic from your virtual network on Azure or vice versa will traverse through this tunnel. So it can be used as a failure, as a backup for your express route. In another scenario, suppose you want to keep, you don't want to connect this site using express route, and you want to keep this site as a separate site, and you want your user from Azure to connect through this VPN gateway over this tunnel on this site. It's completely isolated site, and in that kind of scenario also you can use this. So there are two different scenarios where you can use it. One is for backup of your express route, or you can keep one site separate which is not connected through express route. So that's all.